Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. It is fall right now and I have 3 large black walnut trees that are starting to harvest themselves. They're all starting to fall on the ground and it's a trip hazard. They're all over the place. They're crushing all over the place and it's making my land in that area look a little messy. Those are very useful in medicine and in eating. You can get the walnut out of the middle, and then the hull, the black hull, also has some medical benefits. We're going to be harvesting and processing these black walnuts today. I've never done this before, but let's see how it goes. Of course, these things are pretty heavy and I'm going to be cleaning up a lot of them. So we're going to the garage. I'm getting my golf cart as well as a couple buckets to put these in because we're going to be power washing them to get all of those tannins off of there. There's this stuff on there, tannins. It's part of the medicinal properties of the black walnut, but they're very sour and bitter, and we don't want those on there when we eat them. It could be toxic to humans and animals if they eat it. This is the tree we are working with especially today. This is the black walnut tree. There's another one right next to it, and they fill this entire spot with all of these fallen black walnuts. And there's still tons up there that are gonna come down, like tons and tons and tons. So I'm gonna be cleaning up, I don't know, this section. I don't think all of it's gonna be cleaned up. Maybe I can push some of it towards the tree so that so the squirrels and the other animals can have it. But this is a lot of walnuts, especially to process. But I have another one over there, and so they fill that whole section over there. But yeah, this is what we are working with today. Now, one of the things that we are looking for is when you push it in, it kind of makes a dent. So that's how you know it is done. Before I process these, I'm going to be smushing them with my boot. So I'm going to be gathering them over here in a big pile, and then I'm going to be smushing them all. I'm going to be making this pile a little bit bigger, but I wanted to show you that most of these in here are still green and somewhat fresh. We do have a couple that have bumps and bruises on them, but that's okay. We are trying to get the walnut out of the middle, and basically the nut is protected by the shell, so hopefully no little bugs and insects are in here, and if they are, we'll power wash them off. If you notice, I am not picking up ones that look like that. Those are completely rotted out. We're going to leave those for the animals. I'll probably push them over towards the tree to get them out of the way, but this is what we're working with. There is a few reasons why I'm wearing gloves. These black walnuts are filled with the tannins, which they do stain. So they stain your hands like a yellow, and then a dark yellow, and then almost a brown black. There are bugs in these because they've been sitting on the ground and basically rotting away, and they're dirty. There are also all of these rotted ones, so if you squeeze them, all these juices and nasty stuff comes out. So we want to wear the gloves, especially because of the stuff that stains your hands, but again, we'll keep clean, and I'm just realizing that I'm glad I'm wearing gloves. See, this is an exploded one. It's got there's tannins all in there, but oh gosh, this one is filled with maggots. So that's what we're going to be washing off. Hopefully we're not going to be using any ones like this, so that's why we're trying to get the ones that do not have all that junk in it. I am gonna start stomping on these just so I can get some of them into the bucket. I want to see if there's maggots or anything in any of the other ones. Hopefully not, but I'm thinking the ones that have like where they're open, that's where they've gotten in. Let's see. Yep, there's like worms in there, and so the ones that are broken open, there's probably definitely something in there. But we're going to be putting them in the bucket and rinsing and washing them off. So again, the shell is protecting the walnut inside, and that's what we want. Okay, now what we're looking for is this nut inside that thing. It is a protected shell. There's no bugs on this one. We're going to be chucking this into the bucket. We're looking for these, so as we break these open, most of them should have, see how this one has worms in it? I'm not sure if we want those or not, so I might just leave those. So as I go through these, as long as they don't have the bugs in them, because you'd have to check every one. So this one looks good. This one's good. All right, let's get to work. So see, I did have these gloves on, but it's already coming through and staining my fingers. So this is the color that is inside of the hull is actually that color. My fingers are all stained, and I actually have to get some different gloves. I am back in the house. This is my stained fingers. I am gonna clean these off right now just because, and I'm gonna put on some better gloves. Probably something like this so that none of the juices or the stuff can stain my hands. And when I say stain, I really mean stain. I just washed my hands and the dye came out more. Yeah, I'm gonna have this on my hands for a little bit. This is just crazy, guys. So use these kind of gloves. Now that we have our bucket of walnuts, this is all I'm going to be doing. Just for this demonstration, I might do more later on if I see how this works. I'm going to be hooking up the hose, and we're going to be actually we're going to be hooking up the power washer, because that's what's going to get all of that debris off of there. And we're going to be filtering it a couple times through some bins that I use for the gardens. So that is going to come in handy. Now that I have the walnuts back here, I'm going to be power washing them so that they get all of that debris off. There was a lot of gunk and junk on there, and you're supposed to, they're so stained. You're supposed to wash them multiple times over and over and over. This also helps wash off the tannins. Now what I'm going to be doing is filtering that bucket of walnuts through here so that we could do the process all over again. I put chicken wire down because these holes are way too big and the walnuts will fall through, and I'm doing it away from that area over there so that when the water drains out, it's not near this chicken tunnel, because I don't want them to get all those tannins. The tannins in too much of a quantity is toxic for chickens too. Look at those pretty girls. Hi, girls. Hello, Hazel. Look at those pretty girls. Okay, we've done about 7 or 8 rounds on these. I don't really know if this black stuff can come off because I was using the power washer, putting it on it directly and all the way to that, and none of it was coming off. So I think this is as good as we're gonna get them. I'm gonna be leaving them in the sun to dry, and then we will do our next step. I went ahead and raked up this area, trying to keep all of the black walnuts off the path and next to the tree. I didn't bother going out there, but they are all gathered up against their two trees. I'm guessing wildlife is gonna eat the rest of those nuts during the winter, I'm hoping. I don't know if this stuff biodegrades. I don't know if that shell with the nut inside is going to biodegrade or if I need to clean all of this up. So I'm going to do some further research on that, but it's going to stay there for now. It has been 2 weeks and I have been letting those walnuts dry. We are going to be trying to crack them open, and I'm going to see if I can get the nut out of the shell. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. I've tried 1 or 2 and it's kind of not working, so I'm going to show you what we're working with. So these are our black walnuts. They've been drying for a good 2 weeks and maybe a couple days. So this is the first one that I tried. We're going to be using a hammer and I'm going to be putting the pieces in there. I'll put the empty pieces in here. Of course, I'm not going to do all of them, but we're going to give this a try and try to get some of these pieces of walnut out of their shell. Now, they say that when you are doing this, you want to hold this so that it doesn't go flying. You also want to hit it until you hear a crack. But we've got our pieces of walnut in here. If we need to take a couple of tools to try to get them out further, we can do that. And then I might also have to crack them a couple other times because there's all these crevices that are in there that the walnut is actually stuck in. There's a cute little piece. There, I got a whole quarter out. A little bit more work than I like for something like this. I don't know if I would do this again unless I had like time or help or something, because this is a very lengthy process. I'll try another one. Come on. I decided to do it on this extra foundation because the garage floor is just way too dirty and mice have probably scattered over it, so I didn't want to get any of that on there. Now I can choose to toast these in the oven if I wanted to. You can also eat them raw. These are really hard to get out of the shell. So far I've done about 10 walnuts and I have gotten that much. Haven't really made a dent, but it is taking time and a lot of these pieces are still stuck inside the shell. So I'm going to be leaving those for the squirrels. But we do have quite a bit from this little bit right here. So now imagine all of those being done. Kind of difficult cracking those. I think the harvesting and the processing part up to the power washing and drying wasn't so bad, but then when it comes to the cracking them, I didn't even get into the part where you need to take a snipper tool and snip away the little parts that are trapping the walnut inside that shell. I don't know, it's just gonna take a while to do it. It's an art maybe. I'm sure there's some kind of machine that can do it a lot easier. For now, we're just gonna be doing it by hand. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because in the future, I want to be able to sell them, whether they're whole or in their shell or out of their shell. And I want to be able to do this practice for that. Also for educational purposes, for teaching people how to do it. I gotta do it first in order to teach others. I hope you guys are enjoying my journey. If you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification each time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thanks guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Squirrels and foxes and any other, don't put that. So we just don't put any of this.